$200, $600, $7,000, and a lot more with the money I made using this exact gold scalping strategy, which has the 80% win rate. And the best part is it's also beginner friendly. By the end of this video, you will know the perfect time to enter the market, the ideal time frame, how I read trends and market structure, the precise entries, stop, and target to maximize your profits. But a quick warning, as easy as it is to make money using this strategy, is just as easy as it is for you to lose your entire money or entire capital. So stick with me to the end so you can learn the exact strategy that is needed for you to maximize your profits and stay consistent trading gold. And if you're new, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you find this video helpful to your forex journey. Straight to it. I believe you have seen the market and you wonder sometimes, you just see how trades move in a certain period of time, and you wonder, how do I catch that volume time? When do I know is the right time for market to move in a certain way? Now, we have different trading sections. We have the London section, we have the New York section, we have the Asian section, but the most volatile is usually the London and the New York. So we always look to enter the trade during pre-London, London section, pre-New York, New York section. So for you new traders, most of you guys that don't know about this, anywhere in the world, I'm going to show you exactly how to pick up your section, how to see which section you are in currently, and how to trade the right section when it's needed. Now, the first thing I do is I go to my trading view, just the only indicator you're going to use. I don't use indicator, but just any newbie that is just looking to understand the different section and how to maximize it and how to trade during the section. This is exactly what you need to do. So first thing you do, you click on your indicator. You see your indicator is going to be above this level here. Just click on your indicator and just type section. So when you type section, you won't click this new one. Most likely you see there's a new section there, but you won't click that one. You just go down. You click the one that has this JRFX addict. So this is what you're going to click. You're going to click it, and something going to pop up on your screen. And you can see you have like 3 or 4 multiple colors on the screen. You have the blue, you have the green, and you have the red. Now, before you just go and start looking for it, I need to show you which section is which for all the colors that are showing there. So I just click on this section down here, and I'm going to click on settings. And you can see the Asian section is the blue. So we just reduce the color. You see the London section is the green. You can see it, we just reduce the color a bit. Then we see the New York section is the red, reduce the color. Now I need you guys to understand we're focusing mainly on the London and the New York section. To be precise, pre-London and London section, pre-New York and New York open. That's what we're focusing on. Now, if I carry my crossbar and I put it on this spot, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Now you can see at this spot, this is pre-London. You can see this exact points right now. That is the London section. This is where the London section starts from. And pre-London is always an hour before the section actually opens. So that's where we're looking to look for opportunities to go into the market before the actual section. Same thing for New York. New York is like basically like 4 or 5 hours after the London section, which is in New York. So I just went to my 1 hour time frame and looking at my time frame from this one, you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, and 13. My time is 1 o'clock, and 1 o'clock is New York open in my time, and an hour before is going to be the pre-New York for the New York open. Now, the first thing you need to know is that the strategy works during this time. Like I said before, looking to enter positions during pre-London, London session, pre-New York, New York session. That's the first thing you need to mark off a boss. This is the time I need to come to the market. Now, if you don't know this before, now you know how to differentiate different sections and when we're looking to enter trades in the market. We're going to go over to the next one, which is how to read the trends and know the market structure we're looking at. Now, this strategy works on all different kind of market structure and all different kind of market condition. Either is a trending market, the market is consolidating, whatever structure it is, as long as price can print out a support and resistance, then you are good to go and you're perfectly okay to trade. Now, let me zoom in for me to show you this. Looking at this illustration you see on my trading view, this is just a line chart on how market structure basically work, creating a support and creating a support and a resistance. You can see how it is. Now we're looking to enter the market or place a trade when price breaks above a certain level, and we wait for a retest, a certain kind of retest before we look to enter the position. And looking at this trade, see how price is printing out. You can see it's just creating support and resistance, failing to break above or below the structure. When we look to get into this trade is when price gets above this level and creates a level, give us a strong bullish close above the level. We wait for a candle retest, and after we get that candle retest, we look to buy the market. Same thing if it was a sell position, when price break below a support level, wait for it to give us a kind of candle retest and we look to sell. Same thing if price is trending upward, you can see price is trending up, creating higher highs and higher lows. So when we see price printing higher highs and higher lows, we look for price to break a certain level of high or the previous level of resistance, strong bullish close. Then when we get to retest, we look to buy to the upside. Same thing for sales as well, the same thing. Now looking at my left or my right, sorry, looking at my right, you can see this drawing. This is just a candlestick illustration on exactly what we're looking for in the market or what we're looking to trade when we get an opportunity. This is how I want it to be when price break above a resistance level. When we see a strong bullish close above, we look for the next candle. After the bullish close, wait for the next candle to do a retest of that structure. Let me change the color of this, sorry. Wait for price to do a retest of that structure. And the moment you see candle flipping and breaking above that previous candle, this is where we look to go for longs and maximize our profit. It's funny how this strategy looks so simple and very basic, but works 80% of the time. And trust me, you won't miss a thing when you're trading with this exact strategy. So I'm going to go over to my chart. I'm going to show you how we place this strategy on a real time, how we place our entries, our take profits, and our targets, and how we make money trading it. Now, looking at my chart, I have marked up some levels already, and these were trades I entered during the previous months. You can see it. I have a free Telegram where I post all my trades and all my setup. You can actually join, and you want to learn in depth on how you can actually master this strategy. You can just DM me, and you can tell you more about how this strategy works, because this is just one aspect of it. There are actually so many more which you can learn from. So many reversals, because we also have reversals, not just breakouts, reversals, takeouts, and I will surely respond to your message. Looking at our chart, this is our first join for the day. This is our first setup. Now you can see that price has created a level of resistance here, and we needed a break of resistance for us to actually enter the trade. Now, initially, this was the first resistance price created for us, and this would have been our actual first entry if we wanted to enter the trade, because this is 30 minutes time frame, and we are always looking to enter the trade from the 30 and 15. So we go like we do a proper top-down analysis from the 30 minutes down, but the major entries are usually on the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes time frame. So this is 30 minutes time frame. So what you need to do, first you need to do is look for a support level or a resistance level that price hasn't break, but also has a clean level at the left side. Now looking at this level on my left hand side, you can see this is the clean count where price fails to break and has about 70 pip range. And looking at the time frame, zooming in on my chart, you can see that this was around 8:30, 9 o'clock, just an hour into the London session, which is also a good time to look for opportunities. Like I said, we need a break and a retest of the structure. So this is basically a candlestick retest. Now, after we see this break and this candlestick retest in this zone, we simply want to place our buy stop. So the moment the price start coming down, because the price has to come down, so we just need price to print a bearish move before a bullish move. So this is also what we price to do. Like at this point, price will just print a bearish move downwards. Understand? So the moment price is printing a bearish move downwards, we place our buy stop above the candle. This is where we place our buy stop above the candle. Now, the moment price start flipping bullish from the retest, after price comes down to do this retest, The moment price start flipping bullish, we look to enter the trade when price executes our order, which is buy stop. We always make use of the buy stop and sell stop. This is exactly what we're looking for. And we put our stop loss and targets. Stop loss will most likely go below the level, like below the current candle, which here is 35 pip. And we have a range of over 50 pip. So this is basically 1 to 6. You can see how the price just smashed our TP. You can see after the level was retested, price came back and have a move. We have a 56 pip move. Same thing happened here. If you look at my left-hand side as well, you can see we have a structure on the left-hand side. After price closed above this resistance, you can see price came down for a retest. And after it flips, you can see price moves to retest this high. And the high, to measure our range, you have a range of around 60 pip. You can see how price easily covered that range. A clean move to the upside. I'm going to give you more examples, show you more examples on how the strategy works because it's exactly the same thing I post every day on my Telegram channel. The same setup. I always come in the market looking for the exact same thing every single day. You don't need to change your strategy. Just one style, one strategy can make you a lot of money if it's done properly. Now, looking at our next setup here, which happens to be on the 23rd of August, which was just last week. If I go down to the 15 minutes time frame, you can actually see the exact strategy where this occurred. Now, this particular one was on the 15 minutes, and if you, like I said, look on your left hand side, make sure you have a level which price can drive and cover from. Now, if you look on my left hand side, we have a clean range of about 80 p to the upside. We're not looking to catch the entire move, just looking to have enough that we can walk away with because it's a scalping strategy and you don't need to take away all the move. You just need a simple 10 to 20, 30, 40 pip. I'm looking at this exact strategy, like I said, when price come down below the structure, the moment it flip or break above the high, for this instant, I'll just take above the high and put my stop loss below this zone, which is 30 pip. 30 pip is a good range, but instead I'll put it a little bit below this current candle because the reason why I'm putting it below this, let me zoom in. The reason why I'm putting it below this level because these strategies will become invalid if this current candle breaks back below the structure because the point of you putting your buy stop above this level is that you don't expect price to come back and break below its own current low because if price should break its high, it's expected to drive. Now, if you have put your buy stop above this level and price activated you, now you would have easily made around 50 pip on this trade with a 20 pip stop loss, which is about 1 to 2.5. Easy money. But like I said, when looking to catch the entire move, at least 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5 is very okay because the strategy, 8 out of 10 times, you expected to win the strategy. Like I showed you, I just showed you 2 examples and 2 wins. Let's go over to the next one. Let me give you an instance if you did not wait for the break and you just entered the market. Now looking at this exact spot here, yes, which is good. Now looking at this exact spot, now you can see, sorry, if you see if I go back here, you can see this happened during London section as well. And looking at this exact spot here, you can see this candle here. Assuming I didn't wait for the candlestick to close bullish above the level, I just entered impulsively without price closing and giving my retest level, and I put my stop loss below the previous candle. You can see how price came down and stopped me out. And again, another reason why price stopped me out because I didn't look at my left hand side to see where the levels are, where I should wait for price to break above, and I didn't look at my range where price could cover to because price was literally at a resistance level, which would likely reject from. You can see this is an instance when you don't wait for all your confirmation to happen and you just decide to challenge the market. Now, let me show you another example of where you could likely maximize your trade. Now, this is another example, and this is on the 15 minutes. I believe this is the 15 minutes entry. You can see in the 15 minutes that price has a multiple rejection in this 15 minutes. Price rejected here, price rejected here, rejected here, and has failed multiple times to break above the zone. And looking at my left hand side, you can see we have a range above this level. Now on the 15 minutes, you see that price closed strong bullish above this level, coming back to retest. In situation like this, I believe I entered this price of the 30 minutes. I refuse to enter off this level because I felt like price this coin's previous 15 minutes will also reject and come back down and close below the zone. So I waited for a 30 minutes, which is a stronger confirmation. The moment I got this 30 minutes confirmation, this was a good place to place my buy stop at the break of the high because the 15 minutes has given me the retest I needed already, which is this. This is a retest. So I believe that this retest could continue pushing the price upward. So I didn't need, there was no need there was no need for me to wait for these 15 minutes to come down and retest this zone because the 15 minutes I've already done my retest for me. So I'm okay with that. So I just placed my buy stop and my stop loss below the structure a bit. And my target was around 30 p. You can see easy 1 to 2, easy money, they gone. Gives me to today's trade. But today I wasn't active, so I didn't really place a trade. But this would have been the setup I would have entered if I was active today in the market. Now looking at market structure, you can probably see that price is consolidating. There's no actual bias where price wants to move. Like I said, this strategy works in all kind of market conditions. You just have to look for where price prints a level of support and resistance and look at the time it's about to do that. If it's doing a high volume time where you can maximize or trade and make money from. So I went into my charts and I saw this not long ago that price gave me a level of support where it could break and keep falling. Now see this level here, you can see this is the level here, price created. You can see this level here, you can see this level. Now if I go to my 15 minutes, you see that there was also a level in the 15 minutes where price rejected from. You can see this level here, you can see this level. Price in the previous hour came here, did the proper break, retest, fell down here. So I expected price to print out the same thing it did in this level. Yeah, the same thing it did here. It should print it out here. If you notice back after this, you can see price did the same thing. It keep printing, rejecting of this level. You see price rejected of this level after this spot, rejected of this level after this point. It also rejected this level before it decided to turn to a support level here to drive to the upside. And looking at this is what I'm waiting for. This was exactly at high volume time. You can see how price was just driving downwards. So if I was active, the moment price break and close below the zone, this is the level I'm looking at. This is the level I'm looking at. The retest of the zone as price was breaking below the structure. This was where I've taken my entries, put my stop loss above this level because I don't expect this candle to come back up. If price was in a high volume time, I just expect price to drive. That's exactly how it went. My target would have been this level, and my stop loss would be above this level. This would have been how I would have maximized this trade and make money from this. This strategy actually was for people looking to trade pro firms because you can easily pass your pro firm if you can cite these entries and stick to it. Just look for easy entries like this, stick to it. Yes, you can lose money once in a while. Like I said, it's not 100% win rate, but it is something that is close and works over time. And I've used this for the past 2 years, mastering it, and it has been giving me profit like no other. So this is the same thing you need to do. This is the same thing you need to always do. You can see my left hand side, price was clean. We had a clean range where price can drive up to and trade it. Now let me tell you the kind of setup you should avoid and what you should not do at all. First, let me clear all my charts. Looking at this structure here, this and this. Now, when price printing levels like this, you always want to wait for price to break above or below a structure. Now, this would have been a good entry if this particular price are broken above this level and continue driving up. You can see price what price created a strong bullish close above the zone. You can see this was the zone he had. Let me take this down. Give me a second. Now you can see price created a strong bullish close above the zone. We tested it, but this other candle failed to break its current high, which left the trade invalid and price moved downward. Now you don't want to start placing trades when all your confirmation are not set. This trade I actually placed it as a buy stop on my signal, but the trade never got activated because price never broke above this current high. You can see you see how price respects candles. If price has broken above this high, I expected it to drive, but price respected this and this. never failed to break above the previous high, which made it move downwards. You can see. Now, if you are in this range or trapped in this range, what I would advise you to do is wait for price to break this low so you can look for opportunities. And anytime you miss a move like this, probably you didn't get an entry, price move down rapid like this. What I expect you to do is wait for price to give you sort of pullback. Price will always give you a pullback, retest. Then after the pullback, you can look to sell. Let me see if I can get an instance of price moving and you waiting for a pullback so you can enter the market. Let me see if I can see anyone here. Just one example, then we'll call it. Yes, I think this is a perfect example. And this happened during New York session. Now you can see this trade. This was this was the initial move. This was initial drive to the downside. This is when price break below the structure. Price drove. This would have given you around. This was when London New York session. This would have given you easy 30 pip with a 20 pip stop loss. Now this move was missed already. What we have done to enter back in this trade is wait for price to come back up for a retest. Now you see when price come back up. Now many traders would have thought that this was a fake out and start going for longs when price was above this level. But if you have waited for price to close back into the zone, this was a retest. So if I was supposed to go into this trade, I will just simply place a sell stop below this level, and maybe my stop loss, not maybe, my stop loss will be above this zone here for a test 1 pip stop loss. And looking at my left hand side, you can see that price has a range where you can cover. You can just easily cover out around 100 pip move on this. You can see it's 100 pip move. This is like 1 to 3, but this is an advanced one. So you just remove all this, stick to initial plan, which is just trading the breakout, wait for price to break out, and you look for the retest and you look for the sales on the market. So that is simply all you need to do in the market. One little details I forgot to add in this video is that you always need price to create a top and bottom wick on your previous candle or your current candle. Now let me give you an instance on what I mean by top wick. Now you can see this candle here, the way it closed. This is no top wick. If you see this exact one now, and where is that? If you see this exact one now, you can see price has a bottom wick, it has a top wick. That's what I mean by wait for price to have print out a top and bottom wick before you enter the trade. So that's the last thing that I needed to chip in. Always wait for that. So I'm going to give you guys more details on it. I'm going to do more videos that break down this exact strategy. So just stick with me on our next video and you learn more in depth on how to trade this strategy. But if you want to actually know more on how to improve your trading, just send me a DM and I'll be willing to respond to you. See you guys in the next video. If you're new, please give us a like and leave a comment, because comment really helped me create more great content for you guys. And do subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day and peace out.